how a normal program executes. We have a notepad or a tool where we will write our coding, which is called as a high level language. A human written codes are called as high level language. Then that respective code is being given to a translator. What the translator will do, it will convert the high level language into the machine level language. Then the machine level language is given to CPU. Then it has been converted, then it has been used for execution. That's what your respective machine level language will do. Okay, so translator will convert the high level into machine level language. Machine language is given to CPU and execution has been processed. That's what you will do. A translator is of two types. One is of compiler, another one is of interpreter. What a compiler will do means it will translate the entire set of statements from high level language to machine level language. 100 lines of code is there means entire 100 lines of code has been converted into machine level language, then only the execution process has been started. Same thing in your interpreter, line by line your execution will be done. First, interpreter will convert the high level language into machine level language, first line, then it's given to the CPU, then execution has been done. Then again second line has been taken, converted to machine level language, again given to CPU, execution has been done. Line by line each and every line has been translated and then it's been executed. That's how a normal execution will be happened. However, Java will be executed. That's what we are going to see now. For Java, we write the programs in a file. That file will be saved as .java with an extension called .java. That is a Java file. Here only all your programs are written. Then that program is being given to the compiler. Okay, what your compiler will do, the compiler will convert the high level language. Then Java, everything is a high level language. That will be converted into a bytecode. Okay, then the bytecode, what is there means that will be saved as a .class file. The Java file is being saved as a class file with help of the Java compiler. Then the bytecode is given to JVM. What is JVM means? It's called as Java Virtual Machine, which helps the respective class file. Okay, because the information is given translated to a bytecode. No, that will be understandable only by the JVM. Okay, so for that understanding of the class files we need JVM. So the JVM, what it will do, it read the information and then the bytecode is converted to a machine level language. Then that has been given to CPU. So here execution, what's happening, entire set of statement is being compiled. 100 to 1000 lines of code is there means all 1000 lines are compiled. Then it is being changed to a bytecode as a class file. Then that is given to JVM. Here interpreter level, line by line execution has been done. That is everything. Once again the bytecode is being converted to a machine level language and then only the execution is being done line by line. So in Java alone, both compiler and interpreter, both of the things takes part for you. That's what your compiler and interpreter will do in Java. So this is how a Java has been executed. We'll see what some things in Java. Okay, I told JVM is need to run your class file because the bytecode can be understandable only by the JVM. So you need JVM to run your Java. To install your JVM, we need JRE. Inside JRE, you will have your JVM. Okay, JRE is called as Java Runtime Environment. Okay, your Java Runtime Environment and JVM is needed for to execute your Java program. Here we also need JDK, Java Development Kit. What does it mean? It is an entire kit which has your compiler, JVM and JRE. All three things will be present under JDK. That means if you install JDK, you also get Java compiler, JVM and JRE, all the things. When you install Java, you will be getting JRE and JVM alone. When you install JDK, you will be getting your Java compiler, JVM and JRE, all three. That's what. Next, we'll see what is the usage of the interpreter and compiler we saw. Now we'll see what is the advantage and disadvantage of the interpreter and compiler. That's what we are going to see. In interpreter, the initial startup time to run the program is very less, is negligible. Okay, because okay, here I told interpreter line by line conversion has been happened. So compiler, what it will do, total 1000 lines of code will be compiled, and then after that only execution will start. Here only one line, it will take a fraction of seconds to run the execution, but compiler, what it will do, total 1000 lines have been converted, then only execution starts. So it will take some time for you to start the execution. In interpreter, what will happen, if there are any errors on the middle of the program has been interrupted, it's been stopped there itself. Then if you remove the errors and then again you have to run the program. So initial startup time will be very less, but if you have any error in the program, because of that, what will happen, your execution time will take more time in the interpreter. The example of interpreter or basic is the interpreter level. Compiler, initial startup time to run the program is more compared to the interpreter, but once the code is compiled, then the initial startup time to execute the program is very much less. Why? All the errors are being compiled and then found during your compilation itself. During your execution time, you will not find any errors. What type of errors you will be finding means, logically human errors will be found in the compiler. In interpreter also the same thing, the logical errors you cannot find it only when you run the execution only. Both the places logical errors only when you run the execution only you will find. Syntactical errors are found with help of the compiler, okay, by the beginning stage itself. Interpreter, what to do, both the errors can be found only during your execution time only. That's the problem with interpreter. This is how an execution happens here. Okay, so now we'll see. Okay, now we'll go to Java. Before that, we have to know how the installation need to be done in Java. That's what I have shared you in this sheet. Okay, the before sheet is what, execution, how it is being done. How the execution has been done, that's what I have shared you. The next information is what, how you have to install your Java, JDK, and then everything. Okay, so to install your Java, first you have to check whether Java is present under your machine or not. So for that, what you do, two things you can do. One, go to your C drive. Go to your C drive, then in that go to program files, okay. If it is a 32-bit machine, you will be getting only program files. If it is a 64-bit machine, you will be getting program files x86 both. Okay, so this program files denotes 64-bit, this program files denotes 32-bit. Both will be there in the 64-bit machine alone. Okay, so I'll go to program files. Here you can see Java. If you have a folder called Java, Java is already present under your machine. This is one. The second, open your command prompt. Here you can type Java space -version. Click on enter. You can see the Java version 1.8. okay, Java runtime environment JRE, okay, is 1.8. that's the thing. These two things confirms you that you have Java in your machine. Okay, so that's what I have given you, Java -version. Okay, and then I have given you, if you are getting an information like Java is not recognized as an internal or external command, at that time you have to install your Java. So for that, go to the respective link what I have given here. Here you can see free Java download. Click on this free Java download, and then you will be getting your agree and start free download. Click on that button and then click on next and run and finish it. Your Java will be installed. Okay, your Java will be installed for you. So to confirm, once your Java has been installed, again type Java -version, Java space -version. So that will make your that your Java is being installed. This is what. Okay, then now you have to install a JDK also. If it is a 64-bit machine, it's mandated that you have to install your JDK. Okay, it's better that for 64-bit or 32-bit machine, both the things you install your JDK, because for Selenium we need this JDK help. So install your JDK also. To install your JDK, Okay, go to this respective one. Go here, type, enter this URL. Here you can see this JDK. Okay, Java platform JDK 825. Click on this one. Here you can see accept license agreement. If it is a 64-bit machine, click on this JDK Windows x86 64. Okay. If it is a 32-bit machine, Windows x86, click on this and then download it. After downloading it, click on it, then click on next and run. See, click on this one. You will be connecting to the next page. Accept license agreement, click on it. Then click on this, which one? 64-bit machine is for the 64-bit machine, go for it. Otherwise, go for 86. Okay, that's the only thing. 64-bit machine means go for this one. Your 32-bit machine means go for this one. That's the only thing. Now, come down. Now click on the download file and click on run and go with the installation process. Okay. So now when you is been installed, that is, click on next, run, and then finish it. Your Java JDK also will be installed. Now what you have to do, you have to set the path variable. What is the path variable? It's simple. Now what you do, go to your program files, C drive, program files, Java, go to the JDK. This is what your JDK. Now what you do, if you type once again Java version, you will be getting your version of it. Okay. Now go to this inside JDK, here bin folder, click on it, then copy the location of it. Then you have to go to my computer, right click on it, properties, click on advanced system settings, advanced tab, environment variables, search for path, PATH, double click on it. Here come to the end of it, end of the line, give semicolon, then copy the respective JDK version what you found, then click on OK. Okay, already I have done that one, so that's why I'm click on cancel. Okay, you click on OK once that one, and finally also give the semicolon also and click on OK. Then once it has been done, once again click on OK for it. That's it. So you have set the JDK respective path also in the environment variables. That's what I have given here. See, copy the location, where is your respective bin, then come to your my computer, properties, advanced tab, environment variables button. So I given you in the screenshot also, advanced tab, environment variables, search for the path, double click on it, here give a semicolon, okay, and then paste the copied path of JDK, again give semicolon, click on OK, and then OK. Now confirm whether JDK has been present. Once again, Java space hyphen version, the JDK version also will be showing for you. This is how JDK also you will be setting it. Just go to the respective document, everything will be with screenshots only, for you working will be easier, because we are going to work on your Eclipse, because we are going to work on our Eclipse here. Okay, we are going to work on Java. We are going to work on Java, so that's why we need this JDK and then Java everything. So 64-bit machine means it's mandatory that for Java it needs JDK, but it's a 32-bit machine, it's not mandatory that JDK need to be installed. But anyway, for Selenium we need a JDK, so that's why I'm asking you, you install JDK even if it is a 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine, both the things you install now itself. So during Selenium you will not face any problem there. That's why I'm asking you to install both the things, okay, for 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine. This is what you're going to do. Now you have know how the program has been executed, and then how Java and then JDK to be installed in your system. Now next we are going to work on Java. So for that we need a tool called Eclipse. So how to get the Eclipse downloaded in the system? For Eclipse there is no need of installation, just a download alone is needed. So just go to the respective link here. I'll share the screen to you. I'll share the file to you today. this one. Okay, type this respective URL here. If you go over here, you can see here Eclipse IDE for Java WE developers. Okay, here click on which is 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine. So if you click on this one, you will be getting here a download icon here, this respective green button. Click on this link here, this image. Okay, so for you the respective Eclipse will start to download. You can see here respective Eclipse will be downloaded here. Then if you extract that one, see, it will be like this. You will be getting here Eclipse JEW developers for 64-bit machine means you will be getting like this. 32-bit machine means you will be getting like this. So if you extract this one, you will be getting your respective Eclipse here. This is what you will be getting. In this icon is our Eclipse. Okay, that's it. I'll just go here, click on this one. Okay, so here Eclipse installation also I have sent to you. I'll open that one. See here, I given Java WE developers, that one. In that click with it's a 64-bit machine or 32-bit machine. So you will get this icon. In this icon, click on it. Download will start. Now extract the respective file, zip file. Now you will get an icon here inside the folder. That's what this icon, what you saw here. Okay. Now you click on that. Okay. Now I'll open this Eclipse here. It will be asking me to give us place for it. So which is mine? I need to browse and then I need to save the place for it. Right now I have given here Murali laptop G drive selenium batch Eclipse code I given. Okay, just a second, I'll open mine, one more original one. I'll open this one. So here again, see, mine is what? In D drive, Murali laptop G drive selenium batch Eclipse code. I'll just copy this one. Okay, so if you want, you can also change the respective place where you want. Okay, default it will be there in the C drive, it will be saving. You can change and then you can keep it in the perfect location and then you can give a name for it, a good name. Then now click on OK. Okay, so you can see here, I have copied that location. I'll just place here. See where it is going. See, this is the place in Murali laptop selenium batch Eclipse code. This is what the location. Here already I have created some projects here. Those things are showing here. Okay, I'll just go to the place. Okay, when you open this one, by default for the first instance when you are opening, you will be getting a screen like this. This is what the screen first you will be getting here. Okay, you will be having, this is a welcome screen here. Okay, so if you want, you can see on the tutorials or the samples or something. If you want, you can see it. Otherwise, close this one. Now create a project on the Eclipse. How to create a project? Okay, so to create a project, just I'll open here. I'll close the old one. These are all already I created some projects. Now I want to create some new project. Means it's simple. So just click on file, new, and then you'll be getting project here. Click on this project. Here you can see Java project. Otherwise you can also see here Java folder. Click on this Java folder. You can see Java project. Click on this. Click on next. Give your project name. So the project name I'll just give online project. I'll just give. Then after that, use an executable environment is showing that one, make it as 1.7. If it is there in 1. Foundation level or something is there, means make it as 1.7. That is your respective Java environment. You are setting it to 1.7. Then after that click on finish. Okay, for you can see an online project has been created. You can see this is where it's been created. This is the place, online project. Now if I open this one online project, you can see there is one source folder and then one JRE system library is present here. When you create one project, there will be one source folder and then one JRE system library. I'll show you, just 2 minutes. When you do it, this is your respective project. In the project name what I given right now is online project. That's what I given now. Okay, in this online project you can see there is one folder has been created. Just a minute. There is one folder, what source folder is created, and also you can see one more JRE system library also has been created. Okay, sorry. One JRE system library that is also created. One source folder and then here one JRE system library. Okay, what is this JRE system library will be consisting of means it's simple. Okay, if you want to execute a program in the Java, okay, it depends on these jar files. If you want to execute the informations with help of these jar files only, your execution will be happened. That's what is there in the JRE system library. Okay, this is what there in the front end of your Eclipse. If I go to the original place location where it is the files are saved, it's been saved in the Eclipse code. Okay, right now their project name is what? Online project. I'll go to the online project. See, I went. I'll just double click on it. You can see here one source folder, one bin folder, and one settings class path project. Here right now for us necessary is what? These two things. This is a source folder and then one bin folder. That means here one more folder information for us. One bin folder also will be generated. What is the usage of this source folder and the bin folder means? Okay, source folder is what the Java files will be saved. You are writing your programs now. I told you in the Java execution, you are writing your program here now. That is what saved as a Java file. Those Java files will be saved in the source folder. In the source folder, all the Java files will be saved. All your Java files will be present under the source folder. What your respective class bin folder will consist of means, okay, your bin folder consists of all your class files. See, right now what it will do, the Java compiler, it will be generating you a class file, that is what a bytecode, that will be present where in the your bin folder. That's what this will be, class files. That's what this will be done. Source folder will have your Java files, bin folder will have your class files. Now we saw this is what the folder structure of it. If I just go over here, you can see under the source folder nothing is present, under your bin folder also nothing is present. Now I created a project. Now I need to create a package. Okay, how to do, we'll see. First I'll just reduce this with just 2 minutes. I'll open. So now I'll draw one more information here. So Here we created a project. Now what is the folder structure here means? It's like this. See, this is my project. This is my project. Under the project I'll be having a package. Under the project I'll be having package. I'll make this one. The package name I'll give it as package 1 simply. Package 2. These are the two things we have. So here I'll have some class files. Class A, class B, class C. Here also I have class X, class Y, class Z. These are the things. Okay, this is what the folder structure. Okay, this is what the folder structure of your respective classes there. This will be having. These are the programs here. All your classes will have your respective byte codes. Sorry, I have done some mistake. Just a second. Sorry. I have done some mistake. Okay. So package 1, and then you will be having your class files. Okay. This is not class file. This is Java files. Okay. Okay. We'll make it as class itself. It's not a problem. Okay. But internally these things are Java files here. Okay. So that's what the location I'm going to do. So I'll come to the Eclipse. Still now it's clear? Is it confused or it's clear? Is it clear? Or I confused you? Is it clear for everyone? Yeah. Okay. Now. So now I'll go to create the package. I'll create the package. Okay, so now I created the project. The project name is what? Online project. Now I want to create the package. Okay, so creating the package, what I need to do, I need to go to this place, come to the source folder, right click on the source folder. Okay, right click. Okay, right click on the source folder, again click on new. You can see here package. Click on this package. Now I'll just give the package name as package 1. Then I'll click on finish. You can see here a package has been created under the source folder. When I come to the original folder location, you can see Eclipse code is there. See, online project, in the source folder and bin folder there. If I click on source folder, one package will be created, a folder, but inside nothing is present. Same thing when I come to bin folder, there also what's happening, under this package nothing is present. So I created under the source folder, but what's happening in the bin folder, a copy is being taken. That's what's happening. I told a compilation will be done. Each and everything what you do there, a compilation will be done here, and then the informations will be taken in the bin folder. That's what happening here. Clear? Now I created the package. Now I need to create a Java file. So for that, again right click on the package, new class. Okay, click on this class. Now give your name. For example, class ABC. I'll just give, sorry, don't give class ABC, just give the class name alone, ABC. Okay, then you have to give public static void main. You gave the class name and then you are going to give public static void main. Okay, because what is the usage of this public static void main? If you have this function, if you have this checkbox enabled, then only that program can be executed. The public static void main is what means? It's a function which helps your Java to execute the program. That's what it will do. Then I'll click on finish. See what happens? Public static void main string flags. Okay, so this will help us to execute the program here. Public static void main. Okay, this is an executable function. That's the thing. So now I'll come to the original folder location. In the original folder location, you can see source folder I'll open. In the package one, see abc.java has been there. If I right click, if I click on edit, you can see the information. I can read it. That is, I already told the Java file is what? It's a high level language. Okay, because it can be read by the, it can be understandable by a human being, because the information is written by a human being which can be understandable by us. That's what the Java file is about. That's what here, abc.java. So I'll close this one. Now I'll come to the bin folder. If I go to the package one, see abc.class, I'll right click. Here I will not have an option for edit itself. If I try to open also, it will be showing use the web service to find the correct program. That means you cannot edit, you cannot read this class file, because it can be read only by the JVM alone. You cannot use that one. That's what the class file is about. Okay, the source folder will always consist of your Java file. Okay, it will always consist of a Java file. The bin folder will consist of always your respective class files. Your Eclipse you are creating now, that information you can see under the package abc.java. You created a class, you created a class that will be saved as what? A Java file. That's the thing. So that's what the information is about here. You created a package one, you created a class that will be treated as what? Java file only. Okay, that's what here. Is it clear, this one? Is it clear, this one? This concept is clear? Okay. Now we know how to write a program. Okay, how to create a project, how to create a package, how to create a class file, that is a Java file. Now how to execute it, that's what we are going to see. To execute it, I already told that we need this public static void main function. So only the information which is present under this function, that only will be executed. So here how I got this public static void main, I'll create one more class file, right click, new class, I'll give it as XYZ. Then I need to enable this checkbox public static void main, then click on finish. This is how we'll be executing it. So here I don't want this one. If I want to execute this one, for that you need this top icon called run. This will help us to execute the information. This play icon will help us to execute the program. So here I'll just type system.out.println. Okay, so what is the system.out.println will do means, which will help us to print the information what we are writing there. I'll write hello world. That's what I'm going to write here. Hello world I am going to write. Now I'll try to print. I'll run this program, execute it, click on run. When I run this program, you can see at the right side a window open, new window called console. The window name is what? Console here, that has been opened. That one gives me the output. Sorry, that one gives me the output. What is the output? Hello world. That's what will be given to me. That's what I printed here. Hello world. So that's what is been given here also to you. How to create a package. See, go to file, new project. It will open a new window. Okay, in that choose Java project. Then click on next. Then give me the project name. Here you can see the project with the source folder and the JRE system library. JRE system library will hold your jar file which is related to Java usage for executing the program. Here you can see to create a package, how to do, and how to create a class file. We'll see create package you're doing, how to create a class file. Then to execute a program you need public static void main, then only it can be executed. The Java can be executed only if you have the main function. You created this one. Now if you create it, you will be getting a class file like this. How to execute a program? To execute a program you need this public static void main and then system.out.println hello world is being printed here in the console window. This is what. Okay, so now we'll see. Here I'm going to give one more time. I'll copy and this one I'll paste. Here I'll just give hello world, how are you? I'll run this one. To run this one I need this run icon. I'll click on this one. What is happening is printing me hello world, hello world. Here there is space, so that's why it's coming here space. If you don't want, I can delete it. Hello world, how are you is printing. So right now what I'm going to do, I'll remove this ln. Before I have print ln, I'm going to remove this print ln. Tell me how it has been printing here. Now I'll run this program. What's happening? Hello world is printing, then line is there. So what will happen? Prints it and then comes to the next line. The cursor comes to the next line. Now I'm printing hello. It prints me hello with space. Okay. Then keeps the cursor here itself because I'm don't having line here ln. So only print is there. Then world. Now what will happen? Prints me world here and keeps me the icon here itself, cursor. Then how are you? Again prints me and keeps the cursor here itself. That's what println and print will do. Println will print the information and move to the next line. Print will print me the information and keeps the cursor in the same line itself. That's the usage of this println and print. That's what. Clear? This is what the very basic of your Java. How to execute a program. Is this is clear, means we can continue on the next one. Can I continue? Shall I continue on the next topic? Yes, okay. So now I'll just go to the topic session. I'll go. First we'll see what is a variable and what is a data type. Before a variable I'll see what is data types. Okay, so for that share it you. Okay, share. So first we'll see what is a data type. Okay, what are the different data types we have? Let me see. Just a second, I'll just save this to one place. centujoules. So So data types. What are the different data types we have? Here we have short, integer, long, and we have double, we have float, boolean, and we also have character, and we also have another one called string, which acts as a data type, and also it is a class, and also it's a class in your Java. Okay, the string alone acts as a data type and also it's a class. It's not a data type, but it acts as a data type here. It's a class in your Java here. So what does these things means? We'll do. Okay, we'll see. Just go to paint. Type here separately. So in this, if you see the first three things, okay, short, integer, long, all these things denotes what means, okay, numbers. It all will denote your numbers here. These things will denote always numbers. What does numbers means? That is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like the numbers. The double and flat, what it will do for you? Double and then your float, it represents your decimals. It represents decimals. What this boolean will do? Boolean will help me to deal with true or false. That's the only thing. It deals with true or false. That's what your boolean will do. What is your character will do means? It deals with for example, it deals with letters, okay, A, B, X, Y. That is one letter alone. That will be in single quotes. Same thing, string, what it will do, you know, string, it's a collection of words, but that should be in the double quotes. Okay, so for example, hello, how are you, also like this 100. Then I can also have for example A. Everything it will be denoting it as a number. This string alone it will be depending like this. That's the thing. So that's the difference between different data types. Here what you have to know here means, okay, short, integer, long, everything denotes numbers only. Double float both represents decimals only. Then what is the usage of different data types, you may ask? It is a difference is there. The difference is what, how much you can store on that respective data type. That's the difference. Right now I'm going to give you a small logic alone. Okay, it will be a small, it's just a logic. The numbers are not correct. I'm making it for easier to you to understand. That's the thing I'm going to do. So short means, okay, just a second. Short means, okay, it can store only numbers from minus 10 to 100. Integer means it can store numbers from minus 100 to 1000, sorry, minus 100 to, sorry, I'll make it as 1000 to 2000 or 1000 I'll make. Then long, it can store numbers to minus 50,000 to 10,000. These are the values alone I can store. Okay, this is what concept. So right now I want to store a number which is what, 20. Then which are the informations can support for me for 20? It can support short data type, can support me because minus 10 to 100, in that only 20 is coming. Short can support, also integer also can support because in minus 1000 to 1000 integer is also present. Minus 50,000 to 10,000 is there what, long also support. So 20 can be stored in any of these three data types. Next, I want to store a number which is of minus 2000. Which other things can support for me? Right now only long can support for me because minus 10 to 100, in that minus 2000 will not come. So short cannot support. Minus 1000 to 1000, there also minus 2000 will not come. But long, it supports from minus 50,000 to 10,000. That's why this long will support for me. Okay, this is what data types support. The same thing decimals for double. Okay, I'll take. For decimals, okay, decimals also is simple. For example, double supports me minus 10,000.00 to 20,000.50. Then float can support minus 50.30 to 100.00 or 50. So this is what. So now I want to store a number which is of minus 40.20. Which one can support for me? For me, double will support. Also, float also can support it. Same thing if it is, sorry. Same thing if it is minus 200.00, which can support? Only double can support. That's what. This is what your storage is about. This is what data type usage. Okay, is the concept is clear? Is the concept is clear for you all? Yeah, that is actually right now the thing is I have used not the real numbers. Okay, the real numbers are what means -32768 9 something, that is it works on billions. Okay, it works on billions, so that usage will be supporting all the numbers there. Right now we are working on, that's to understand the logic. I'm giving you easiest way to giving small numbers and then I'm working on it. But real-time data will be supporting -3278. For example, I'll show you here. Data types size. See here, for short, okay, you can store -32768 to -32767. That is the number you can store. Integer -2147436483648 to 2147483647. Just again, I'll make it bigger. Can you see now? -32768 to 32767. This also -322. This one long, it supports here. It comes in billions. You can go with long here. Okay, that's what the real numbers is about. Actually, if I go with these numbers and then if I tell you understand logic, it will be somewhat little bit difficult. So that's why I made it easier with small numbers. Okay, but the concept is clear now. It's clear now for you both. Okay, then yeah. So and one more thing, I just want you to know if am I going very slow or is okay for you, because I'm just giving you things in a detailed manner. So is this okay for you, or we can I can go in the same speed? If you want to make me to go fast or if I want to go slow or something, you can just tell me. Okay, okay, yeah, thank you. So now, so this is what about your respective data types about. Now we'll see about variables. This is what about your data types. Now, okay.
Can you just give some 10 minutes break? I'll ask you to then.
Okay, so now we'll see about variables. Okay, so for variables, we'll just see. So what is a variable means? Okay, variable means is just a memory location. Okay, variable means is just a memory location. So how a variable will be declared? Okay, there are two things we have to do. One, you have to declare the variable, then you have to initialize the variable. These are the two things you have to do. One is declaration, another one is initialization. Declaration, initialization. These are the two things we have to do. How to declare? It's simple. You will be declaring it like this: integer I. I is the variable name. I will be doing initialization means it's like this: I is equal to 10. That's what. Okay, integer I, and then initialization is I is equal to 10. This is what. Okay, this is what separately you can do. You can also do it in the same line: declaration and then initialization, and initialization both can be done in the same line also. How? It's like this: integer j is equal to 20. I can use like this also: integer j is equal to 20. So this is how we'll declare and initialize here. So how we will be doing it? Okay, how what happens in the backend, that's what we are going to see. Simple. Okay, see, I'll be giving integer I. When I give, what things will happen in the backend? It will create a memory location for me like this, and then the name of the memory location will be what? I. That's what it will do in declaration. When initialization happens, what will happen? Okay, here it will store 10. This is what it will happen. This is how memory location will be created and then information will be given. So what is the usage of this integer? Okay, so what does that one means? It is a reference here. Okay, so integer I, when I'm giving, I told you that it's going to create a memory location. So to the memory location, that integer will say you have to store only the values which support integer types alone. Integer type of values alone you can store in the memory location. Okay, so that's what. So for integer j we can see now. Okay, see what it will do here, it will create me a memory location called j. Okay, it will create me a memory location here and give the name for the memory location as j for me. Sorry. Okay, it creates memory location j for me. Then this integer, what this is gonna do for me, it will tell to the respective, sorry, just a second. Okay, this integer will say to the memory location, you have to store only integer type of values alone. You cannot store some other long or double or float, some other data types you cannot store. Only the values which support integer alone you can store. That's what this is going to do. And the values also, the initialization values also should be integer. If you are giving some other values, what will happen? It will throw me the error. Then now only what will happen? It will store me 20 here. That's how the variables are being stored for me. Okay, variables and data types. Okay, now you understood what is the usage of the variables and data types, and then how it is being stored. What is the reference usage? This is what. Okay, things are clear. Now I'll go to the next one. Okay, yeah. Now we'll see what is the usage of the global and local. Okay, we'll see. So before that, we'll just have a 5 to 10 minutes break, and then we'll again continue. Right now it's 12:22. We'll have it by again 12:35. Okay, so we'll have it by 12:35. Just a 10 minutes break we'll just take. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Is the session is clear, and then are you able to understand things? I'm going in a proper phase or something, because that is what important for me. I want to know whether I'm going in a proper phase. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. We'll connect in another 10 minutes. Thank you.
So here,
So thanks. Your name is?
My name is Paul.
Paul. Okay. Yeah, my name is Murali. Right now I have about 5 years of experience in software testing. I'm working as a QA lead in Beta Software.
Okay.
I'm handling automation and manual team both. So I'm taking a Selenium for it. So you came for the full course or is for a Selenium?
As of now, I came not for Selenium, manual test.
Manual testing.
Manual.
Okay. So I'll tell you the entire picture of what is a software testing. So you have any basic idea of what is software testing, or shall I go from the base of
From this.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So first, I'll tell you, before going to software testing, I'll just tell you what is a software, and then I'll come up with you. So things will be easy for you to go for it. Understand? So we'll be calling software. What first the software industry will do? It's simple. They develop some applications. What are applications? We have Gmail, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, like that we have different things. Things you can take ATM software. In ATM machine you are taking some information or money. For that we have a software there. Everything is called as a software they build. That is a developer software there. So that's what a developers will do. Okay, they are called as developers. Also they are also called as programmers. So the job of the programmers and the developers to develop some application like that. That's what they will do. What is the usage of testers here? Simple. What they have developed, we have to confirm whether it's properly working fine, and then we have to approve it. If the product is perfectly working fine according to the requirements. What is the requirement means? We have a client, okay, who needs some information. For example, Gmail, okay, is where a person who asks for this respective product, he is asking, I want an application which it should be able to send a mail and then to receive a mail. If I click on compose a mail and then after that, if I click on send, it needs to be stored in my sent items and then it needs to be received in the inbox of one person. Like that, he will be giving some different functionalities. He will be saying that one functionality. Next, I should have an option to create a folder on it, and then I need to give a color for it. Background themes need to be changed. Like that, he will be giving different things. All those things are called as functionalities. The entire list is being called as a requirement. Will be called as requirements. So, based on these requirements only, this application is being developed. So, this requirements will be given to the developers and also it is being given to the testers. Okay. Then, based on this requirement, the developers will develop the application. Based on this requirement, the testers will test the application. Why it has been given to both, and then why testers came in the field? Why can't the developers, because they are developing the product, why can't they itself test and then give it? It will be easier for them. So, why? During the 1970s only, software testing came into the industry itself for the first time. Why it came into the industry is, during that time, actually the client was giving some requirements. Those requirements is not being properly fulfilled. It's not fulfilled. He was asking some information which has not 100% came perfectly. At that time only they thought the person who develops, who creates application is not giving it in proper manner. Two things may happen. One, he would have misunderstood the requirement. Misunderstanding may happen. What the respective requirement has been told by the customer, he would have misunderstood it wrongly. That one. Second, when he was developing the application, it's a huge information. He will be thinking of creating this one, but there may be a failure happened on the another option. So that one he would have not done. He would have a confidence that he has done it properly. He will not test it properly. So that problem also, not proper testing. So like that. These are the major consequences happened there. So that's why at that time on 1970s only they thought there should be a separate team should be there who should develop the application separately, who should test the application separately. So then only, because same requirements when it is given to the developers and the testers, what they develop the application based on the requirements. These guys will test the application based on the same requirements. If a misunderstanding has happened here, that will be properly cleared here. That's why software testing now came to the industry and then is playing a major role here. That's what they use, how software testing came into the industry. So now, then we have different things. The first part is what? Manual testing. What is a manual testing means? It's simple. Testing an application by a human itself is called as manual testing. You got a Gmail application. You have to test whether if you click on a mail, it needs to send, it's been stored in the send items and then it's been stored in the inbox of that respective person. You click on it and then you are testing it. That is called as manual testing. So here things what? In manual testing we have to look on different things. Testing means what? It's not you're going in a normal way and then you're testing it. You have to go it in a smarter way and then you have to test the application. That is, normally if it takes 5 days to normally to test means, you have to complete it by 3 days or how you can do it in a faster way. That's what we are going to learn in the manual testing. We have different types of testing methodologies. We have, for example, lead testing, regression testing. Like that we have different methodologies on it to test it in a smarter way. Okay, that's what we are going to learn in manual testing. And first step, you will be learning some models. Software development lifecycle, and then STLC, software testing lifecycle. So what is the two things? So first, software development cycle means how a software is being came. The requirement first came from the client and how it has been developed and then how it will be tested and finally how it has been given to the customer. That's what we are going to learn in software development lifecycle. In that we have different models. What are the different models means? First model which it came is what means not that much what is a good one to develop the application. Later on they enhance the product. What is enhancement mean? They made it somewhat a good one. So like that we have different models right now. All the models you will be learning it. Then software testing lifecycle. For development we have a lifecycle, like that testing also we have lifecycle. However testing can be done, when it has been started, when it needs to be end. That's what you are going to learn, the testing lifecycle. Then bug lifecycle. What is a bug lifecycle? Simple. When you are testing a product, you will be finding some defects on it. Instead of storing in send items, if it is storing in drafts or if it is not saving in any of the place, those things are called as defects. Those defects, how to be tracked and then how it need to be fixed from the developers and how it need to be going to the customer. That's what you are going to learn here. Then next, we saw these things. Okay. So now you have to know how to write test cases. Simple. What is test cases? We have test cases and then we have test scenarios. How to write these things? Simple. If you have a functionality, for example, sending a mail is a functionality. That information, one functionality will have 10 to 15 test cases. We have a different combination there. Simple to say. Normally you are sending a mail. At the time what happens? That need to be received to the inbox, send item. That's basic. Next step. There you have an option to set the font size there. Color you can do, border you can do, and then you can send it to one person or you can send it to multiple person. You can use BCC and then next CC you can give. BCC if you do, only the person whom you are sending to BCC alone information mail should come, but he should not see what to, he can see to whom to and CC, but he cannot see, other person cannot see the BCC whom it has been sent. Like that we have different things, 15 to 20 test cases. So you will be writing those test cases. How to write it? If a function comes, how to write the proper, how to cover all the test cases. You will be learning on that. All these things will come under your manual testing. Okay? And how to find the defects. That is also you will be learning. So these things you will be covering in your manual testing. Then after manual testing is being done, you are finding your defects. You are getting your requirements. And then after you are finding your defects, test cases, requirements, test cases, defects. These three things are what? Merged together. How to capture? So for that you are learning a tool called test management tool. which is called as quality center.
All the company will be having one tool, test management tool.
Yes, correct.
So
Okay.
what are different types of test management tools?
Right now we have quality center, we have test director.
Means you call this as a testing repository.
What we will be calling this means test management tool. We have two things we have. Okay, one is test management tool. Another one is defect tracking tool. We have two things we have. What is a defect tracking tool? Means simple. You load your defects and then you send it to the developers, get it fixed, and then after that give it to the customers. Only the defects alone you are going to make it concept. You are going to concentrate on them. That is what defect tracking tool. What is a test management tool means? Okay, in the same test management tool, you will load your requirements. You will also load your test cases. You will also load your defects. All these three things are loaded in the same tool. Okay, here also you can load the same information, but the difference in the test management tool is you can map it. What does mapping means? Simple. Okay, that means if you open the requirements with most, you will be having n number of requirements. Okay, for if you take one functionality, for that functionality what are the test cases are there, and for that test cases what are the defects are there. If you open the defect, for that defects what are the test cases and what are the requirements are there. So if you open any one, you can go to any place. That is why it's called as a test management tool. This concept will be called as requirement traceability matrix. Traceability matrix. It's also called in the short form called RTM, which is a very important one for testing. That's why it's called the test management tool, that concept. So you learned how testing need to be done and how requirements and then test cases defects to be tracked in the tool. That is what QC. Manual testing and QC. Next, you are going to learn the next one. Can I have this one? Yeah. Then next, we are going to learn. For example, you are going to create an account in Gmail. You will be giving your first name, last name, your date of birth, your mobile number. Everything you are given. Then after that, if you see, after for 5 months or 6 months after that, you maybe when you are trying to log in the application, you will be giving, can I send a verification code to your mobile? Okay, how it's coming? Those things are stored in some place there. From there, the information are taken and then it's been given to you. How those things are coming is, okay, that information are stored in your base called database. The information, what are the things you are loading in your application, you are entering and then if you are storing some information, everything will be stored in a place called database. That database information you have to learn. So for that, you have to learn SQL. That is what SQL queries.
I know SQL.
Yeah. So what is SQL queries? The information for it will go and connect to the database with help of
Fetch the data.
Fetch the data. So for that, you will be learning SQL. Then after SQL has been learned, then we will be coming up to automation. What is the use of automation right now? Right now in the industry, if you see,
This comes in manual testing. This
SQL also comes in manual testing.
and automation.
Automation, those things are different.
Different.
It will not come into manual testing. It's a different.
Okay, but you are telling me, okay.
I'm telling you right now in the industry what is happening and what is there.
Okay,
That's the thing.
okay.
So right now if you go for an interview, it's mandatory that if you are taking as a fresher or anyone, right now automation becomes mandatory. They expect. Why they expect this? So right now you will be taking for manual only. But the thing why they expect means, in case in future if they are going to make the application to automate, they don't want another person to acquire for it. They want the same person. Why the same person they want to automate means? Because you are working on the application for 1 year, you know the end-to-end usage. So what are the test cases are important to automate it? You will be having around 1000 to 2000 test cases for an application. In that 1000 to 2000 test cases, what are the things customer will be mandatory using? 500. So those are the 500 test cases that you need to automate it. So if I take a new person, for him learning for sure it will take 2 months for him, which is important and then to take automation. So that's why they expect the same person who is working there to automate application. So right now in the industry, there are 2 tools. One is QTP and then another one is Selenium. Okay. For QTP you have to learn a language called VB scripting. And for Selenium, you have to learn a language called Java. VB scripting is one of the very easiest language to learn. It's been done by the Microsoft, which is a very easiest language to learn. Next is Java. Java is very vast, but for Selenium, you need to know only core Java. In that core Java also, only 60% of your core Java is more than enough for it. Okay, we are going to take the power of Java, only the core Java power we are going to take, and then we are going to use to Selenium. Why? Because we have to use some if condition, for loops condition, and array concept, those things, and then we have to work with Selenium. That's why we use the usage of Selenium with Java. Right now, Selenium supports 6 languages: Java, Ruby, Python, Perl, C#, .NET. But in that, right now, famous is Java. 60% of the person who are using Selenium is Java only. That's why we go with Java there. Why we go for automation mainly means because manual testing, normally it takes 3 days for you to complete the testing process. If you go to automation, you can complete it by half day or within a day. You can totally complete your testing process. That's why all the companies right now are going for automation. Before, no one was going for automation. Right now, the process why they are going is, right now is a faster world. Everyone needs a product in a faster manner. That's why they are going for automation. One, automation has been done. Then, performance. Performance testing is there. What is this performance testing? This performance testing comes into your manual testing. That will be it. Okay, so the performance testing is what? Right now, load runner and JMeter. These are the two things right now famous.
And this word, load runner?
Load runner, next one is JMeter.
JMeter.
Yeah. Right now, this load runner is a paid version. JMeter is an open source. Same thing, QTP is a paid version. Selenium is an open source. That's it. What is the paid version? Is you have to pay for the product and then you have to use.
You have to pay for the license, and for
Yes.
this Selenium you will use the
Correct.
open source.
Each and everything deals on one system. Right now, for QTP is of 8 lakhs to 10 lakhs per year. For loader also, it costs around 5 to 6 lakhs or something for that. So, JMeter and Selenium are open source. You don't want to pay for anything for it too. So that's why right now Selenium, JMeter, those things are used by smaller industries also. Small scale industries, medium, high scale industries all use Selenium. That's what. QTP is supported only by the MNCs, and then what? Some small, medium level companies also they support. Why is they are going with service based product. Service based product, they will ask to the customer, you want to do automation, because if automation is there, faster will be there. Are you ready to accept for this? Actually, the customer will pay for the product, for the QTP kit. So once accepted, they will be used. What is performance testing? Simple. When you click on a link, when you click on a button or something, it loads a new page. So how much time it needs to take? Everything should go in fraction of seconds. If you click on a link, if it's taking 20 seconds or 30 seconds to go to the page, will you visit the website 1 second there? You will not go there. If you want to book a ticket in Red Bus, if it takes for you, each and everything goes very slow, what will happen? Before you go, you will be thinking someone will go for it. You don't have time to sit.
Correct.
So performance testing plays a role there in most of the application. So performance testing here, what we are learning in the students is simple. That is, you are checking when you are working on the application. It will be going and checking which method, which place is taking more time to execute the program. It finds here and prepares a report for you. That's what we are learning in the performance testing. That's what. Simple to say. You have IPL and then World Cup matches is there. You have some live streaming videos will be shown in some of the websites. Normally, if you see, that will be used by 100% or 200% per day. That's it in all over the world. Same thing when IPL matches or something comes, what will happen? 1 lakh persons or 2 lakh persons will be used the same application. What will happen? At that time also the system should be in the same speed. IRCTC you can see, morning time 10 to 11 you're signing. At that time sometimes will be showing you system is already full, you cannot go there. Okay? Based on this performance testing only, they will find how many persons if they use the system, it will be faster manner. When someone again comes out of the system will become slower. So what will happen? Till that person's logins there, they will make you to use the application. After that what will happen? It will be asking you to wait, right now system is busy. That's what we are finding with the performance system. This is what about your total testing was. In your manual testing, what are things will come is manual testing, your SQL, then your QC, and then your load runner. These are the things will come under manual testing. And for automation, QTP and then Selenium will come. That's it. SQL.
Okay, so I don't need SQL because I know SQL. So
Mhm.
QC and load runner.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now, for manual, how many, what do you say? How much time you will take? How many weekends? I will be coming on weekends.
Weekends. That's actually the course duration will be of 20 hours or something. 20 hours something will come. So per day they will be taking you around 2.5 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
20 hours you finish manual.
totally will be taking entire information. 20 to 25 hours, that's it, will finish. Manual concepts are easier to
That's fine. I would like to do because since I am an experienced guy, okay, I almost 5 year experience.
Okay.
So I'm into production support.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so I'll be moving to testing. Okay, and manual testing is the foundation of a testing software.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to more and more on. Will you include any projects or anything in that?
Projects actually, the thing is, projects will not be there in manual testing because they will be. The thing is, actually, we'll be showing you some application, how to test the application.
You understand what I'm trying to say. If I would have worked in some live project or any projects, anything, it would have added value to my resume.
Yeah, I understood. Things right now, the project class is a different one. Right now, in manual testing, that will not come. Actually, if you see in automation, right now, I'll be showing active time as a project. In automation comes, we have to show framework as concept is there. Then we have to show some project, and then only we have to show you how application works on automation.
So now, if I come to you, I have to depend on you. That make sure at the end of the class, I'm very much confident on manual.
Okay.
So as of now, actually, I got an opportunity in my company itself, to move to manual testing.
Got it, yeah.
I'm from production to manual testing. So as of now, they told to no manual testing. Okay. So I have taken 1 month time, 1 or 1.5 months time.
Okay.
So 5 to 6 weekends.
Okay.
Usually it takes 5 to 6 weekends.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So once I move to manual testing and work for some day, I would love to come to again here or something. If I get the flow, once they say that the government is there, I don't mind that.
Okay.
To do that. And second thing is also, if I don't get that opportunity in my company also, I would love to jump. I don't want to stay in for my production support itself because it's a 24/7.
Okay.
So sometimes I work in morning, in the evening, night.
Got it.
Sometimes weekdays will be off and weekends I'll be having classes. Sorry, weekends I'll be having office.
Yeah.
So I feel now it's a high time for me to jump.
Yeah.
So I'm planning to switch. So for me this is really very very important.
Got it. Right now, actually, here we are also providing assurance for you. Any interviews or something comes, we'll be giving it to the.
Like when you say interviews, what are all companies
that you have to ask.
Okay, but you understood, right? Because I'm 5 year experience, so my expectations will be much higher than if any freshers. Usually your percentage will be freshers percentage will be more.
Yes.
So they find with any companies, but I will even you also will prefer package, company, profile.
You're trying with freshers or you're trying with experience or something?
Obviously, I should try with
Experience only, yeah. Better go with experience only. That's what I.
Because if I give as a fresher, I will not get anything. They will not give
What
me.
will prefer? Actually, usually you will be working on right now an application. You're working on a product support. For sure, you'll be working on an application. You know the usage of that application.
Yeah.
So you'll be learning the concept what is manual testing and manual testing. Okay. You have to use your project as the project.
Correct. And I will be using this part as when I was doing testing.
Yes, correct. That's what we have to show there. Okay, you have to make your application into split into modules.
Correct.
Okay, if you are working on 2 to 3 projects, it's good.
Yes.
If you are working on only one project, you split into modules, make it as 3 projects. You have to make that as a 3 projects. Usually, we all will do like that because most of them will not have an opportunity to work on different projects.
Correct.
They work on single project. We make that split into different modules as separate projects.
So you don't add any projects to this course?
Right now, actually, we'll be giving you the concepts of it. Projects, actually, that's a different. In manual testing, it not come.
I mean, you understood, right? Manual testing, those projects are there to create test cases.
Correct. That's what I'll be asking you to test case everything. Gmail application and all those applications are different applications. We'll be asking you to write test cases. We'll be telling, we'll be taking one application and then we'll be telling you these are the test cases will come. Take a pen for the 10, what are the test cases we'll be writing. Take a table, what are the test cases. These are the interview questions, those things will be covered in the manual testing. So separately a single project or something will not be.
And also will you be taking some few classes on mock test or something like
interview points.
Yeah.
So that one actually if you say to the reception, so they will inform to us, so according to that we will be taking that one. That will be done. That will be. But you have to just go with them. Because
yeah, I do it, so I have taken almost 1.5 months.
Yeah,
because I know manual testing takes 4 to 6 weekends.
Sure.
Okay. So you teach weekdays also?
Weekdays, right now I am taking for Selenium automation here.
So how do you manage like you?
For me, weekdays morning will come for us 8 to 9, 9 to 10, two things I'll take. Then again weekends I'll take for a morning, afternoon, online session I'll take. Weekdays 3 sessions I'll take, and then weekdays morning 2 sessions I'll take.
Okay, now I would like to continue in the morning itself.
Okay.
I don't mind if other students also is there, I would love to do in a batch also, no problem.
Okay. No, better to go with batch only. Why I'll tell you. The thing is actually going with single, what you know what is your
I know. Because one person was thinking I will learn from him and
that's
so many
always prefer batches.
some batches. Yeah, I prefer batches.
Yeah.
I know this. I take positive things out of it.
Yeah, that's it.
So and now when you teach on weekends, when your preferable times like this?
Preferable times actually I don't know. Actually, batch timings they will be just giving. When new batches comes according to my timings, I'll be just
Okay, but I don't know about batches, but I would definitely. I thought of starting. Already I'm 1 week late.
Okay.
I thought of starting from yesterday, but already I went to one institute.
Okay.
Yesterday itself.
Okay.
But I was not up to the expectations.
Okay.
You understand that I work in IT 5 years experience.
Yeah.
I give training on SQL given Unix to my company.
Okay.
So I get to know knowing subjects doesn't mean that you will be a good teacher.
Yeah.
You should be having that ability to teach.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm fine. So like yesterday I went, so I was not happy.
Okay.
So today I came here, so fine. So whatever it is, batch or not, I would like to start from next week itself.
Okay. We can just.
I agree.
Yeah. So she will know because I don't know about the batches now.
Fine.
So they consulted and then they will do.
So timings and all, speak to her.
Everything with her only.
Okay.
Because actually, product I know, the timings and then the schedule, everything they know.
Okay. And
According to the students' convenience, because they prefer 5 to 6 students they prefer times. So they will just speak to everyone and then they prefer the timings as what it will be good for everyone that they prefer.
and so you will take every day 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah, weekends 2.5 hours to
Weekends.
weekends. Weekdays will come for 1.5 hours.
No, weekends. I will prefer weekends.
Yeah.
So 2.5 hours, so 4 to 6 weekends.
Yes, it will come for sure.
4 to 6.
Yeah, 1 month to 6 hours now. Sure. 1 month it will come for sure. 1 month to 1.5 months. 1.5 months. That's it.
Okay, 1.5 months fine.
Yeah.
Like now it is like next month 15th or 20th or last week it will go.
Yes.
August till last week.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Any doubts or something? Yeah. You understood the concept, no? What is the usage of it?
Yeah.
This is easy.
Yes.
I saw your line. Mine is Moody.
Moody.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Shall we start the session? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Jubi, I'll just let you know about the Eclipse downloads. Sure, sure. I'll let you know. Once after the class is finished, I'll just call you back once again. Yeah. Okay. So now we saw our program. Okay, our variable, our data type has been done. Now we see what is a global and the local variable. We'll see what is a global variable and what is a local variable. I'll take. Okay. So I'll create a new class. Okay. Or else I'll take the ABC before class is done. I'll take that one itself. So, yeah. Yes. Okay. Now I'll take the class public class ABC. In this, okay, what is a global variable? Before the main function, the main function starts here. Before your main function, if you are initializing a variable int x is equal to 20 and giving, this is called as a global one. Same information if I give here inside the main function int y is equal to 30. Now what will happen? This is called as the local one. Inside the main function, if you initialize and declare a variable, that is called as a global one. Outside the main function, if you declare a variable, that is called as a global variable. So for global variable, right now you have to use a static keyword. Okay, when you use a static keyword, you can refer the global one. How you can use, we'll see. I want to print this variable system.out.println x, I'll give. Then next again system.out.println. So to get your system.out.println, you can use the keyword syso and then press control space. Okay, that is syso, press control space together, control and space, press together. This will give you system.out.println. That's what. Here I'll print y. Now I'll run this program. See what happens. It gives me the output 20 and 30. 20 is printed here, 30 is printed here. That's what. The same thing, your global variable, you can also refer with help of the class name. The class name is ABC here. ABC dot x. That's what. If you run it, it gives me 20. 20 for this one, next 20 for this one, 30 for this one. This is what global variable. Declaring inside the main function is called as a local one. Now we'll see in detail manner of another information. I'll just go to, I'll open I'll just show you the old program here. See what I'm doing here. I declared and initialized an integer variable and the double variable here. Then I'm declaring one more variable j, where in the main function there are two global variables and one local variable. Here the class name is global local 1.i, global local 1. So local one, and directly I can use the j variable. I'll show you. For j, system.out.println local dot j, if I give, what will happen? It throws me some error here, because only global one can be referred with help of the class name. You cannot refer the local variables with help of the class name. If I just give here, I'll give the class name, and then if I click on dot, see, I'll be getting d and I. These are the two variables. Okay, these are the two variables I can use it. That's only I can use. That's what shown here. Okay, simple. Class name can be referred only for the global variables, cannot be used for the local variables. That's what I'm showing here. Next, I'll run this program. See output. For j, 30 is the output. For I and t, 10, 20.50 is the output. And then for this I and t, again 10.20.50 is the output. Next, I'll go to the next program. Here we'll see. I have declared integer I is equal to 10 in the global one. Okay, out before the main function is given is a global one. Okay, I declared int I is equal to 10. Now what I'm doing, I'm printing system.out.println I. Now what happens, it prints me 10. Now I'm initializing I is equal to 20. Now what will happen, again once again I print it, it will be giving me 20 now I value. See here, one more time I am declaring integer I is equal to 50. Here already integer I variable is there. Here I am again declaring integer I is equal to 50. What this will do, this one is a global one, this is a local one. Okay, the same thing here, once again I cannot declare I variable here once again, because see, it will throw me rename the field I to different one. You cannot declare the same variable name in the global or local once again. Only one variable should be there with the same name. That's what we are doing. But here what, this is a global one, this is a local one, so I can have different things. Here system.out.println of I. Now if I print, what will happen, it will print me 50, because local will take the highest priority now. Always local will take the highest priority. I'll just take one more information. I'll take new one. Now I'm going to show you how the memory locations are saved in Java. That's what I'm going to show you. Here, first, when a program starts, okay, when a program starts, what will happen, it will create one memory. Before going and executing the main function, it will create memory, and then it will store the static members in it. Okay, that means, see, globally what are the members are there. Okay, that will be stored there. This one is called as static pool. Okay, this memory location is named called as static pool. Only static members can be loaded here. Only global level. Okay, only global level members can be loaded. Global level static members can be loaded here. So that's what here. What are the global level static members now? Right now I have integer I is equal to 10. Only we have that one. Only that one can alone be loaded here in the static pool. Next, once the program starts, the static member has been loaded in the static pool memory. Next, when after the static members are loaded, it will start to execute the main function, because always the main function will be executed first. Goes and execute. At that time, when a main function has been created, what will happen? It will create another one. 2 minutes. I'll make you more clear. Here only global level static members can be loaded. Next main function for that, one more memory, a local memory will be created for that. This is what local memory for main function. For main function, okay, that will be loaded here. So in local memory, when it is being loaded, how it will be loaded means, as interpreter level, line by line only execution will happen, I told. So when line by line only your respective memory will be loaded. So how come it's loading, we'll see. First, the main function starts to execute. Now it will check, try to print system.out.println of I. Now what will happen? Right now if I come to the place, I have only one I memory, okay, I variable, that is where in the global level. In the global level I have only one information alone. So that will be loaded for me now. So that's why it will print me 10 as the output. Next, I am initializing I is equal to 20. Now what will happen? This 10 will be replaced to what? 20 now. This 10 will be replaced to 20. The old one will be deleted. The old one will be deleted and then it will be replaced to 20. Now if I printed system.out.println of I, what will happen? That will give me 20 for me now. Just a second. Next, I am going to give integer I is equal to 50. When I give, what will happen? Now in the local, because declaring in the local memory, now what will happen? This integer I is equal to 50, that will be stored in the local. Now it will be stored, integer I is equal to 50 in the local. Now when I try to print system.out.println of I, when I give, what will happen? That will always prefer me the local one. So that will give me what? 50 right now. First, okay. So now what is going to happen? It's going to print me 20. First what happens here? It has taken the local one, so prints me the output 10. I'll make this smaller. 10. Next prints me what? 20. Next, in the local memory 50 has been loaded. Now if I try to print, it will print me 50. Then I'm giving I plus 20. I plus 20, what it will do? In the local level, what is the value right now for me? 50. So 50 plus 20, what will do? It will give me 70. So that 70 I am loading in I value. What is right now I? This will denote me which? Local 1. So now what will happen? This 70 value will be loaded in the local. Now it will be loaded in 70 here. That's what will be loaded now. Then system.out.println I, if I print, what will happen? My output will be what right now? 70. Next, I is equal to global local 2 dot I am going to give. That means I am referring with help of the class name. If I refer with help of the class name, that will be denoting me always global level memory. That's it, global level memory. So global level memory I value is what right now? 20 for me right now. So it prints me 20. Okay, so it gets me 20 here. 20 plus 20, that will give me 40. That 40 I am going to store where? In local I. Okay, so that will be what? 20 plus 20, 40. So the local one 70 will be again replaced to what? 40. 40 will be replaced. Then now I'm printing I value. Now what will be the I value for me right now? That is 40. Just now we saw. So 40 will be printed. Next, global local 2.i am printing. Global local 2.i is what? Referring with class name what? Local. Sorry, global 1. So global level, what is the I value? 20. So that will print me what? 20 for me. Next, global local 2.i plus 25. In the global level, what is the value right now for me? We saw 20. 20 plus 25, what it will do? 45. So that will be 45. That one where I am storing again global local 2.i. In the global level only I am trying to store. So 20 plus 25, 45 will be stored in the global local 2.i. That will be replaced. So 45 that will be stored right now. So 45 has been stored now. Now again global local 2.i is what right now? 45. 45 plus 25 is what for me right now? Is totally 70. So 70 will be stored where? Local value of I. So 70. 40 will be replaced to what? 70. That will be replaced to 70. Now I am printing the I value. Local level of I value is what right now for me? It's 70 for me. Then global level of I value is what right now for me? 45. So it will print me 70 and then 45. Clear? That's what will be stored. So I'll just print this one. I'll run this one. See our output, this one. 10, 20, 50, 70, 40, 20, 70, 45. This is how it will be printed. Understood how the global and local members, local level memories are being stored? Everyone is clear? Global level and local level members, how it has been stored? Okay. Now I'll just go. So this is how global members and then local members are being stored. Now we'll see about methods. Okay, functions. Okay, functions and methods we'll see. Okay, now I'll go. Public static integer sample. Okay, I'll show you. This is what our main function. Okay, in the main function, okay, I want to declare a method. Okay, first I'll just take some I'll create one normal class so to make it easier for you. Methods usage. How to create a method? First we'll see, then we'll go to them. To create a method is simple. You cannot create a method inside a function. You can call only. So I told you that respective this public static void main, this is also a method. The main is also a method, a function inside the Java. To make a method, you have to use like this: static void and the method name. Method name I'll just give it a sample. Give it parenthesis. This is how you will create a method. Then I'll just give this so hello. That's what. So this is how you create a method. So void is what means it's a return type. Here sample is the method name. If I want to call this method, how I need to call? You have to call from the main function, because these methods will not be executed. Only the main method will be executed when a program starts. From the main method only you have to call these methods. To call these methods, how you have to use? You can directly use the method name sample. Otherwise you can also use it with help of the class name methods usage dot sample. You can use sample, otherwise methods usage dot sample. So when I run this program, see what happens for me. Prints me hello and hello. So just a second. Yes, both are same. The method is also called as function. Okay, the method is also called as function. Here, how execution has been happened. So when we start the program, what will happen? Public static void main I told first will be executed because it's an executable function. First goes and call me this one sample method. Now what will happen? The control will come from this sample method to here. The calling will come to the respective sample method, goes and prints me hello. Then again what will happen? The control goes here when the execution has been done. Then they come to the next line, methods usage dot sample. Now again the method will be called. Now again prints me hello. Then execution finishes, again comes here. That's how execution happens. So for example, I'll give like this. Program starts. Here I'll give program ends. Here I'll give sample method. Here back to main method. I'm printing like this. See, first how the execution happens, we'll see. Sorry. First program starts, then what will happen? Sample method has been called. Now goes and calls the sample method here, then prints me sample method. Then again control comes over here, again prints me back to main method. Then goes and calls me methods usage of sample, the sample method. Sample method has been printed, again control backs, then again prints me program ends. This is how execution happens here. Clear? This is how method works. Now we'll see another option. I told you this void is a return type. What are the different return types we have? I'll give the name as 1, 2 because I cannot have the same method name. Here instead of void I'll make it as integer. See, it's throwing me some error. What is the error? Add return statement, otherwise change the return type to void. If you have, instead of void, if you have any other option, okay, you have to return it. For example, this one also I'll make it as double. See, add return statement or change the return type to void. So for sure you have to have a return type. So where to have the return? Click on this add return statement. See, here I have a return 10. So this is how I can return a value to the program. This is what methods is about. Sample 2, here what again is asking return. So here I'll do double is the return type. So I'll make it as 10.50. I'm returning 10 here. Here I'm returning 10.50. That's the thing. That's how execution happens. Integer sample 1, sample 2. Clear? Now this one is clear. Integer and then double, those things also called as return type. If you have the integer or double, apart from void, if you have any other return type, you can also have boolean. See, boolean. See, it's throwing me error. I'll change to sample 3. Throwing me error. What is the error? Change method return type to double, because the value what I'm passing here is double. Boolean what? It accepts only true or false. So I have to give true or false. That's what. This is what return type in the methods. Is this clear for you? Is this clear? Okay. Now we'll see. We are returning information. Okay. First we'll call it. Okay. Here I'll just so I'll just print like this. Then I'll call this each and every method. sample1, 2, 3. So it will go and call this one. This one will make it as integer method. This one will make it as double method. This one will make it as boolean method. Sample is calling sample method, sample1, sample2, sample3. Now we'll run this one. Program starts sample method, back to main method, sample method, integer, double, boolean, and program ends is going to come. This is how it will be printed. Getting? It's calling. Right now I'm returning some values here, but I'm not using it anywhere. How to use it? Simple. How you will be using initializing a variable integer I is equal to 20. This is how we will be initializing, declaring an initializing variable. The same concept I need to use here. So what has been done here? See, first I'll give this one as sys. Okay, I'll give here sys. Here I'll give sample1. Okay, system.out.println sample1 I'll give, and then I'll run this program. See what's happening here. Okay, I'll comment these things right now to make it easier for you. Control / I need to select the lines, and then if I give control / that will comment all the lines like this. I can comment like this. Okay, so what I'm going to print right now, system.out.println sample1. What the sample1 will do, it will go and call me this sample1 method and prints me integer method and then returns me 10. That 10 will be coming and storing in this place. That's what it will be printed, 10. Okay, I'll run this one. See, 10 is being printed. Integer method, 10 is being printed, and then program ends. That's what is coming here. Clearer? Now we'll see this one we saw. So now I'm going to see next information. I'll uncomment these things. Okay, I'll uncomment this one. First we'll see them. So now I'm going to give like this integer x is equal to, then I'm going to give sample1 and going to give like this. Now what will happen? Integer x equal to sample1, if I give things, what will happen? This sample1 will be what? My respective information. That will go and call me the sample1 and returns me 10 here. That value will be stored in the x variable. That's what we'll be doing. Then if I give syso of x, now what will be printed for me? 10 will be printed for me. I'll give like this, x plus 40. Now what will be the output? 50 will be the output for me. Getting 50. Clear? Is this written concept is clear for you? For everyone? Is clear, or you want me to explain one more time? Is it clear? Okay. Now I'll just go to here. So this is what methods is about. Now we'll see method overloading. Okay, method overloading, we'll see what is method overloading. I'll open. See here, I'll explain you. Static integer z equal to 100. This is what? A static variable. Integer z equal to 100. Here I am having public static void main. Here I am having a main function which is going to call a method called sample. What is that sample method? Here I am having public static void sample. I am having. Then here system.out.println no argument method is having. Here I am having another method with the same name, sample. This also sample. But the difference is what I did in here. I made here one argument. Here I have not given any argument in this place. This place I am giving integer a. That is called as argument. Okay, this is what one argument. This is having an argument. That's what I given here. So what does this will do? When I'm calling, I need to pass some arguments to this place. According to that, this method will be called. I told you that method or a variable cannot be having same name, different names, duplicate names will not be there. But here in methods, based on arguments, you can differ it. That's what. So to call this sample method, what I need to call it as sample. Same thing if I want to call this integer a, that means what I need to call it as sample of 10. Getting sample of 10, that means what this 10 is the value I am going to pass to this argument. So integer a, if I give, what will happen, this 10 will be stored in the a variable. Now what, int sum is equal to a plus 20 I am giving. Now what will happen, a value is what for me, 10 right now. 10 plus 20 will be what, 30. That 30 will be stored in the sum variable. Return sum. Now what, sum value is 30. That 30 will be returned to this total place, and inside the k 30 will be stored. That's what we'll be doing. Same thing, sample of z I am giving. What is z? Right now we'll see. Right now in the global level, I given static int is equal to 100. So z value is what right now, 100. So that is what, integer. So once again it will go and call here. Here I am having some methods here. Sample integer a, sample double a, sample integer a comma double b, and sample double comma double b. Based on arguments, based on the number of arguments or type of arguments, I can differ my methods. That's what I have done here. See, this one is what, sample. This one is sample method. This is also sample method. Everything is a sample method, but the difference is what, this is no argument, this is integer argument, this is double argument, this is integer and double, next one is double and double. There is a difference. This is integer type, this is double type, so there is a difference. Here what, it's integer, and then here double. Here also integer is there, here also double is there, but the difference is what, integer and double I am having both. The number of arguments are different. Here also what, number of arguments are same. Here also 2 arguments, here also 2 arguments, but the information what, it's integer and double, this is double and double. That's the only difference. So if I want to call this method, what I need to pass, sample 10 comma 20.50. At the time what will happen, first one 10 will be integer, 20.50 refers double, so this will be called. If I want to call this method, I need to pass 30.50, 50.50, both should be double. Sample 30.50 comma 50.50 will call me this respective method. That's called as method overloading. I'll show you here. Integer k is equal to sample of 10. That is what, it's an integer value, so it goes and calls me this integer value. Sample of z, that also what, z is 100, we already saw, so that also will go and call me this one 100. 100 will be stored in a variable, so 100 plus 20, what will happen, 120, that will be stored in sum, then that will be returned here 120, that will be stored in m variable. System.out.println of k. Now what will happen, k value will be what for me right now, before it was 10 I passed, 10 plus 20 30, that sum it been stored 30 there, that been passed, so k will be 30, m will be 120. Sample 10.40, this is what, double, so goes and search for the sample method which is having double a, goes and get me this one, returns me 10. But here what, I am not capturing it in any place, just return the value will be returned, that's it, but it will not be used. 30 point comma 25.40, integer and double, that is what prints me integer and double, goes and calls 60.40 comma 50.40, that will be what, double comma double, that will be called here. Okay, any doubts? Okay, that's what it's been called here. This is concept is called as method overloading. Same method name but different arguments, different number of arguments, or the different types of argument. This concept is called as method overloading. Is everyone clear is about what is method overloading and then what is written, how it is being written and then it being stored in the variable? Is this concept is clear for everyone? The two concepts, one is method overloading, okay, that is same respective method name with different types of arguments why we are using and how the variables are being stored and then we are using it. Is this concept is clear for everyone? Okay. Yeah, all the programs I will be sending every day. All the programs what we are teaching in the class na, all the programs you will be receiving. Today is now after the class session is finished, all the programs you will be receiving it. Okay? Yes. So yes, okay. So now we understood what is the usage of the methods. Then we also will see about static and non-static, and then what is the usage of the static and non-static variable, and all those things we'll again see. Yes, any doubts are there? If any doubts are there, you can just ask me. I can just explain you. We'll finish the session now. If any doubts are there, you can ask me.